Making labels with the Cricut Joy is so easy. After spending my weekend reorganizing and labeling my entire kitchen, I just couldn't help but share these adorable labels with you. You can learn how to create your custom labels for your own spice jars, pantry, or whatever else you would like to label in this video. Now, if you're new here, I'm Kimberly from Sweet Red Poppy, and every week I share a new crafting, sewing, or a Cricut video here on my channel. So don't forget to subscribe below, that way you don't miss out on all of our fun crafty videos. If you've never used Smart Label vinyl, don't worry. I'm going to walk you through every single step for this material. Cricut Joy's Smart materials allow you to cut without even using a mat. That's one of the things that I really love about using Smart materials for really quick projects. Now, before we begin, I would like to thank Cricut for sponsoring this video. You can find all of the supplies for this project at Cricut.com or at your local craft store. While I'm going to be using my Cricut Joy for this project, you can also use your Cricut Joy Smart Label Writable vinyl with the Maker or the Explorer. You're simply going to cut the vinyl to the correct length and then place it on your mat. Now, for this project, you will need the following supplies: a Cricut Joy, Cricut Joy Smart Writable Vinyl, a fine point pen, a fine point blade, and spice jars. In this tutorial, I am going to be using these 4-ounce glass spice jars that have this cute little bamboo lid that I purchased from Amazon. Now, this is a slightly larger size than most spice jars, but it works really well if you purchase your spices in bulk. I've linked to them below, and I've also included a slightly smaller 2-ounce size. I've also purchased 2 different spice organizers, which I've linked to below. One of them fits perfectly into a drawer, while the other one stands up inside of a shelf or even on a counter. What I love about storing my spices this way is that it makes it so easy to see what I have and then easily find whatever I need. Now, this labeling project can also be used on larger jars as well, like these jars that I'm using to hold my sugar, chia seeds, and coconut flour. It's a really great way to streamline your pantry. To begin this project, open up Design Space. If you use the link in the description below, you can access my canvas that has pre-made labels with over 50 of the most popular spices. You can easily resize these labels to fit your specific needs, but I'm going to walk you through creating them from scratch just in case you need something that's slightly different. Click on Canvas to design your labels. Insert a square. Resize it to fit your jar. You'll want to take a quick measurement of your jar, as every spice jar is shaped a little bit differently. I like to leave some space around my label so that I can clearly see how much of a spice I have left in my jar. That makes it so much easier to do a quick inventory when I'm running low on all of my spices. I'm going to resize my label to be 1.9 by 1.4. Now, insert your text. You can filter the fonts at the top of the screen by writing type. I'm using the font A is for Alice to create my labels. Now you can switch the font type to writing so that it's compatible with a pen. If you want to add some lines or additional text, feel free to do that as well. Select the text and center it to the label. If you're making more than one label, go ahead and copy and then paste your labels. That way you can save on some time. Select the square, your writing, and lines, and hit attach to keep everything together once you go to the next screen. This step is really important, otherwise the writing won't stay attached to your label. Once everything looks good, click Make It. If you're using a Cricut Joy, you can continue on with the next steps. Now, if you're using an Explorer or a Maker, you'll want to rearrange the labels so that they fit within a 5-inch column and place the writable vinyl on a standard grip green mat, because these machines don't support matless cutting. Now click Continue. Connect to your machine and select your material as Smart Writable Vinyl. Insert your pen into the clamp, load your Smart material into the Joy machine, and press go within Design Space to begin writing. After Joy has finished writing, take out the pen and you're going to insert your fine point blade into the clamp. Press go to begin cutting. Once your machine has finished cutting, click Unload and unload your design. Now you have these cute spice jar labels. I love how easy it is to create labels with my Cricut Joy. Now it is time for us to prep our jars for application. You'll want to make sure that the surface of your jar is completely clean and dry. If it has any fingerprints or any type of residue, you can quickly go over the surface with just a little bit of rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. Once it's completely dry, place it on the table in front of you. If your jar happens to roll around at all, you can place a towel underneath it to stabilize it. Simply peel back your label away from your backing and place it onto your jar. If you don't love the placement, you can quickly peel it back up and place it again. You'll just want to make sure that you have an even amount of negative space on the top and the bottom of your label. Now, go ahead and let your jars sit for at least 24 hours before you expose them to water. This is going to let your vinyl fully cure to the surface of the glass. Now you have these waterproof customized labels. If you create your own customized labels, be sure to post it on Instagram and tag me at Sweet Red Poppy. That way I can check out your new labels. Check out all of the links that are in the description of this video below to purchase the supplies that I used for this project. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. You can share this video with a friend, or you can leave me a comment below letting me know what you think. Thanks so much for tuning in to this video. I will see you next week for another fun crafting video.